Go high level workflows are a great way to automate and leverage your abilities. In this video, I want to walk you through exactly how to accomplish different automations that I use. I want to walk you through that, how to create and use workflows step by step, give you a full tutorial on this and how these work. But yeah, let's get started. So once we're inside of your sub account, essentially, on the side here, you'll see automations. Just click automations. So inside of here, this is what it's going to look like when you don't have anything. What I want to do is basically walk you through how to create workflows, just walk you through each thing. Inside of here, I recommend using folders whenever you create automations. It helps you to just keep everything organized. So as you can imagine, once you have 10, 20, 30 different automations, it can get overwhelming and you can lose track of what's going on. So folders is a great way to keep all that organized. So I highly recommend doing that. We're not going to do that right now, but very easy to use. You just click this, create folder name, and then create. And then this just allows you to move automations back and forth in between there. Very nice. So in order to create a new workflow, I use create workflow. Inside of here, you'll see that Go High Level does have where you can import from a campaign. And then they have a few default ones that they've set up. So appointment booking, appointment confirmation and reminder, appointment confirmation reminder, survey review request, automated missed callback, birthday template, email drip sequence, FAQ auto reply, Facebook Messenger. This is just basically where it's waiting for a reply from Facebook Messenger. Pretty cool. Fast 5, light, fast 5. Okay. So pretty cool there. You can use those built-in automations that you already have, but if you want to create one from scratch, this is typically what I do. You just create continue. So once you get in here, you'll notice that it automatically is set to draft. You have a few things. You have settings, you have enrollment history, which is really cool. This just shows you basically as you have contacts or yeah, as you have contacts that enter the enrollment history, it'll allow you to remove them or see where they are in the steps and the processes. Very cool. And then execution logs will show you exactly where those contacts are, what's been processed, each step for each contact that's been processed. So pretty cool. And then they do give you where you can step back and you can see all those through a set amount of time. So pretty cool there. So you have your builder here. First thing we have right here is you have a box here that says add new trigger. This is basically this is where you're going to set up what you want to trigger basically. Very similar to Zap, but you're going to have your different triggers that you can choose from here. So for instance, birthday reminder, contact change, contact created, contact DND. This is going to just show you like how many different things there are here. Inbound webhook, call status, email event, customer replied, form submitted, survey submitted, trigger link clicked. So this is pretty cool. Facebook form submitted. I use this a lot inside of our agency. TikTok form submitted, very similar to this. Video tracking, Twilio validated error, LinkedIn form submitted, very similar to these two. Appointment status, customer booked an appointment. And you can there's a ton of these different opportunities. These are really cool. Use these all the time for different flows. If you have a contact that moves inside of a new opportunity, you have your initial lead, and then you have one that actually responds back, and they become an actual hot lead. What we do inside of our agency is once it reaches a certain opportunity, it then triggers the new automation. And from there, we can have a ton of different things happen. Stale opportunity, pipeline stage. Let's see, affiliate created. That's more of the membership. So there's some membership things here that I don't necessarily use a whole lot. Payment. So there's invoice, there's abandoned checkout, there's order place, there's start IRV. This is more the phone call stuff. This is really cool. I played around with this and I've used this in a little bit in the past. But yeah, so you can get an idea here. Yeah, so let's do something like I'll just create something like just something that we would use here. So we could basically do something like let's say you have a website and you have a form. So we could do a form submission, um, and then you would basically just select your form. So I have my A2P in form. This is something that we use to get automations set up inside of for A2P. So, anyways, this is just a temporary form or a little test form that I have inside of here, but we can use that just for testing purposes. Essentially, form submitted on this A2P form, and then it's going to trigger. It's going to trigger this workflow. So inside of here, as you can imagine, let's pretend that this is a form that was submitted on your website and you're driving traffic to it, or it doesn't necessarily even have to be you're driving traffic, um, but you can take control of the lead, that contact. So inside of there, you can say, for instance, that person is then we want to follow up with them automatically. We want to say, hey, thanks for reaching out. This is really cool. So I'll walk you through this. We'll reach out to them. So let's send them an SMS, right? So we'll send them an SMS. We'll say, hello, uh, first name. Thank you for a team member will be following up with you in the next few minutes. So, as you can imagine, this is extremely helpful. The and what we'll do here is we'll actually make this seem relatively. We don't want the form to be submitted and then it instantly goes out. So what we'll do here is we'll save this and we can put a little delay in here. We can say wait, and we can do point 0.3, right? So 0.3 minutes. Essentially, they'll submit the form. It'll wait for just a moment. It'll seem a little bit realistic, so there'll be a delay there, and then they'll get this text and say, "Hello, thank you for submitting the request on our website. A team member will follow up with you in just a few moments or a few minutes." Or even one thing we could do here, which this is a few things that we do inside of our agency here, is to help validate leads. But let's see here. So let's say we want to we want to validate this lead, right? We want to validate that the information is legitimate. What we could do here is we could say when this lead comes in, we want to create an opportunity inside of a pipeline. So what we would do is we would just select the pipeline. I have a test pipeline in here. And then we would select the stage in which we want to drop them in. So it's a new lead. It's not a validated lead yet. So you can see here I have a few. I have a valid lead and then I have a new lead. So then we can name this whatever we want, right? Just going to grab this information here. Contact, full name. For instance, I will call this opportunity name just the contact's first name or a full name. That will just let me know who they are, what they are. And then this will create an opportunity. So this will automatically drop this inside of the pipeline for me as a new lead. And then after that, it's going to wait for just a bit and then it's going to send them a text. One thing I actually want to do here is I want to change this up a little bit. And I'm going to start working on a little bit more advanced stuff here so you can see really what this can do here. So for instance, let's validate this lead. So we have a lead that came in. Let's send them an SMS. We'll just use this. Okay, we'll change this up a little bit. Okay. And let's say something like, so I know I have the correct number to reach you at. Please reply yes to confirm. Okay. So what we can do here is we can put a conditional thing here so that whenever the client replies here, yeah. So we're gonna say contact reply is where at branch. Oh yeah, so we need to add a. We're gonna wait for a reply here. We're gonna do reply contact reply. We'll do a 1 hour timeout here. Hold on. Need to do this here. Sorry. Wait. And then we're waiting for reply, contact reply. We're waiting for them to reply to this. Okay. And here I like to do a 1 hour timeout. Wait for reply. 1 hour timeout. What this basically does, this you want to have this timeout on switched on. So basically what happens is otherwise it's going to get trapped here until they reply. But essentially what happens here is it's waiting for them to reply to this message. And then if they don't reply after an hour, it's going to then progress on to the next step, which then we can have conditional things here. So for instance, I'll show you here. So here we can do our if. Now we can do our if. And then from here, we can say yes. So contact reply message contains yes. And then I also have to do, let's see here, or contact replied oop, message contains, oh, sorry, let's see. Intent is positive or yes. So I like to have that in there a lot of times as well. Then we want to have another branch here so that if they say no or they just there'll be another branch here that so just in case they reply no here, we'll just have this in play. All right. So contact message, contact reply. Where is it at? Contact replied message. Here we go. Contains a no. And then we'll do another conditional or contact reply intent is, let's say, a negative. Okay. Then I'll click save here. And then you can see here that this allows us to do branches here. So then we can send another SMS and we can say, thank you for confirming team member will be reaching out in the next few minutes to schedule your estimate. Or it could be anything, right? Thank you for confirm. We wanted it to seem realistic, so no crazy punctuation and stuff. Thank you for confirming a team member will be reaching out in the next few minutes to schedule your estimate. Cool. There we go. Okay. And then what happens here is if they don't reply in an hour, what we can do here is we can then say, hello, user, the first name. I never This just gives you some ideas here that there's a million different ways you can set this up. Heard back from you. Are you still interested in a and naturally you want to kind of state more exactly what it's is it for a real estate showing? Is it for concrete job? Is it for roofing? Whatever the situation is, you want to do that. But essentially what this is going to do is allow you to really just use automation to validate a lot of the leads. So if you're getting a ton of leads in, you don't want to waste your time on leads that are just they're tire kicking or they're just it's spam, it's junk, whatever it is. Um, this gives you an idea of how this stuff works. So this is one way to do this. There's a million different things here you can do. Um, you can do form trigger here. You can do you can also email the client. So for instance, if you let's see, Facebook. We use this a lot. So if you have a Facebook form here, you basically would just select your form that you hit. I don't have one tagged to this. Um, but you basically would select your Facebook form as a trigger. So then every specific form, because you really want to communicate directly to whatever your ad and your form is communicating on. So you can communicate directly to why they requested. So if there's a specific offer that you have in play for your roofing company, you can have that in there. But yeah, this gives you a million different ways to do that. Inside of here, you can also you don't have to text them. You can do email if you have email set up, which I am going to do another video on how to set up email inside of Go High Level. So be sure to watch for that video. But inside of here, you can say the from name, you can say the from email, you can say subject, and then you can just basically put in whatever communication you want to do. You can drive them to schedule an appointment, which there's a built-in calendar inside of Go High Level. So very awesome here. There's a lot of different things here you can do workflows, but this just gives you some examples of what's possible here. I'll do more videos on workflows just to give you some different ideas. But yeah, this is really cool stuff. I'll save this. If this is something that you're interested in, I'll create this as a snapshot for you so that you can implement this. Just check the description here in the video and you're more than welcome to use this. If you do have any questions, please feel free to comment below and I'd be happy to answer any questions about everything I set up here or anything extra. I do know quite a bit about Go High Levels. This whole channel is about helping you guys. So if there's anything that you need or you'd like to see a specific type of video, please feel free to comment. If you did find this information helpful, I would greatly appreciate if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna have a lot of new videos coming out. Excited to launch way more videos to help you guys out. Other than that, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.